everyone, this is Ziar'a.
And I am Samson for City Schools TV.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of Building a Generation. We're here to bring you the most important news and updates from City Schools.
In this episode, we will visit Ziar'a Elementary, Ziar'a Elementary and Middle School, and Sinclair Lane Elementary School to our Student Learning Centers in action.
We then stopped by Walter P. Carter Elementary School and Medfield Heights Elementary School for wonderful tours of their 21st century buildings.
And we finish up the episode with a brand new segment. For our first story, we'll peek inside the Student Learning Center at Ziar'a Elementary.
Their staff works hard to keep the school building safe and clean. And I have to say, the relationship between staff and students is beautiful and comforting.
All right, let's get into it.
So our students come in every morning and we do our check-ins, our health screens, and we've done it all on our iPads because it just makes for a seamless transition for our students, and it then collects that data. And then from there, our students are able to transition from the rec rooms to their student learning centers and sites. So our rec team is fabulous, and Mr. Aldine, my rec director, has really done a great job of pushing that safety and health.
As we've been here, the protocols and for COVID, for the pandemic, has been extraordinary. Putting both of us together, I think that's what makes it so impactful on the kids and safer.
It's been tough. It's been hard. Like I said, cleaning is, the things that we have to do. But like I said, we're putting ourselves on the front line too, just to make sure everybody else doesn't get sick. They did everything that they could, to provide hand sanitizer, face mask, and everything like that. So the initiative to make sure everything was done correctly for me and for the school system. You just want to make sure everything is pretty much sanitized, everything that's touched every day, and things that people frequent every day. You want to make sure you stay on high alert of sanitizing things.
We build champions, so we recognize our staff and we recognize the students. A lot of the students, they're not all from the same school, so they get to know each other, especially after they've been in a house since March. They had no school setting. They're not with their same group of students or friends that they were with. They're making new friends. So they look forward to who's gonna be, even the adults, who's gonna be the coach or who's gonna be the champion for the week. So just to bring some of the excitement since the pandemic.
I love how everyone plays a significant role in keeping the building as germ-free as possible.
Also, how the students interact with each other and are contributing to activities like sewing and the champion board to make the day a bit more interesting.
Next up is Sinclair Lane Elementary School to teach us their secret to running an amazing student learning center.
I heard they're using art as a way to soothe the brain and body to increase good mental health. I think that is a great idea.
Me too, considering art is very effective when you need some time to wind down.
Well, let's check it out.
It is so important to value the educators, the partners, the teachers that all come together to make learning and the growth of boys and girls the rich outcome that we hope for. I've also learned that boys and girls need more than just instruction. They actually need those relationships that we can build on to provide that safe space.
They help bring out the best in all the children. It's a great partnership, and I think it's important because everybody's ideas come together. Once you put recreation and school together, it gives the kids everything that they need.
Arts encouraged, especially when you're young, or just for anybody in general, it's a good way to express yourself. It can be stressful because they're not actually in school. It's just a fun way for them to take a break and just play around with different colors and paint and just let everything go.
It let me take out all my stress at the end of the day from doing so much classwork and stuff.
It's very fun because we get to listen to music, we get to draw, we get to play, we get to make pictures, we get to have a lot of fun.
We talk about health and safety, but also we talk about just their overall wholeness and wellness. And I think that's important for those who are, getting ready to return to the building.
Art is something that soothes the soul. It calms the mind and it helps you in everyday stress. After you glue this on the stick, you put it back in your windmill.
I like being creative and I like making stuff. So this is perfect for me. And I put these right here, but I decided I was gonna put some lines right here. And somebody told me that the real windmills actually have these lines right here.
When you give them these type of activities and enrichment programs, it gives them something to think outside the box. They're able to use their minds a little bit, get a little bit creative, and it also helps them find themselves.
At the end of the day, we're doing this for the well-being of our boys and girls, and we're doing it safely, and we're trying to do it intentionally. So there are students who may need or now are seeing the value or benefit of being in smaller spaces while they're logging on to their home school. And that allows now for boys and girls to be able to just release, breathe, and understand that there is a whole team that values them.
Sounds like they have it all together. Love to see it.
I remember I wrote music as an outlet after school. It helped out a lot.
Yeah, my outlet is making music too. It's kind of like my safe haven. All right, now let's check out our last visit to a Student Learning Center for this episode. This time we're stopping by Ziar'a Elementary and Middle School.
This school is the pure definition of teamwork. They believe it is key to a safe environment.
The staff wants to be safe, and we want to keep your students safe. And I know it's a real fear, but no one wants your children to become sick, and we don't want to bring home anything to our families. So we're going to be implementing these COVID structures for our own safety as well as your child.
I'm so glad Sally is here.
In the mornings, we focus on keeping the students engaged in their virtual learnings and preparing them to do the work with their teachers. In the afternoon, we focus on helping them with their homework and assignments that they've missed.
Even in this virtual learning type of proctor environment, we still want the students to feel safe and welcome and make it a place that they want to come to every day.
I usually work in a high school, and I've been in high school for 14 years. So this is my first time working with the babies, and they're like my own. So they've adjusted well.
We definitely have great teamwork at Ziar'a. Everybody helps everybody. If something needs to be cleaned, no matter what your role is, we clean it. If a kid needs help logging in, and maybe the proxy is helping a child with logging in, a Rec and Park staff might come in, and that's how we've been able to get the job done so effectively.
Always reminding them to wash their hands with soap and water and use sanitizer when they come back from the restroom. We have postage in English and in Spanish next to the bathrooms to remind the students of what's required of them around washing their hands.
I don't really have to talk to the kids about putting their face masks up as much when they're not eating or drinking.
The main goal is making sure these kids are learning and doing their work and engaged and able to keep moving, even during the pandemic. So if that's our main focus and staying safe, it will be fine.
Okay, so that wraps up our Student Learning Center coverage. From Baltimore Parks and Recs to the in-class help, they have some amazing staff members.
Coming up next, we take a look inside brand new schools.
But let's stop for a small commercial break.
We'll be right back.
Hey City School parents, we value your support and dedication for your child's academic success.
It's Mrs. Hall and Nate Thrower here.
It's your boy Pork Chop.
I am Michelle Thornton.
We aim to do whatever is necessary in order for our children to grow and thrive.
To help with the load, we created a playlist titled Family University on our channel City Schools TV. Here you will find many videos related to our resources from academics to mental health. All guardians are strongly encouraged to skim through. We hope you find something that catches your eye. There's no better time to take a look at our House from Gate series along with the social emotional support episodes. Make sure to check out our live sessions as well. We're here to connect those missing dots and hopefully answer those confusing questions you may have.
We see you, we value you, and we are here to support you.
Don't stay in the dark. Keep up with the latest on our YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button and turning on your notifications.
Welcome back to Building a Generation. It's now time to check out brand new schools.
First up is Walter P. Carter Elementary School to showcase their wonderful new school building.
It's always exciting to see a great atmosphere where students can interact with new technology and come up with mind-blowing things such as video productions.
That's right. Now let's take a look with a little help from Edward, a student at Walter P. Carter.
3, 2, 1.
Now let's take a look at the new Walter P. Carter Elementary Middle School. There are many reasons we are in need of this 21st century school. The advanced technology will help reach students from anywhere, homes and classrooms.
That our staff and scholars are afforded buildings and learning spaces that speak to the character of scholars that we deem to develop into true leaders, innovators, and collaborators prepared to explore the world of endless possibilities.
We need schools like this so we can become further leaders of Baltimore or the world. A 21st century school gives each student an opportunity to choose their path.
That was great. What do you think of the school?
Yeah, I can't wait until they get back in the building and start utilizing all their tools.
That was definitely an exciting thought. Moving forward, we have yet another student taking us on tour of their newly completed building.
And that student is from Midfield Heights Elementary. I'm really loving the students' involvement in this episode.
Same here. Let's roll it.
3, 2, 1.
Take a look at the new Medfield Heights Elementary School. Medfield is all about students caring for other students. A new building means an opportunity to meet new people and make new friends.
For my staff, I hope that they enjoy the building and amazing technology. And for my students, I hope that you love this building that you've been waiting for so long, because you deserve it.
Also means not having to go outside in the winter to get to your class, because there will be space for everyone. And I definitely can't wait to shoot a three-pointer in our new gym.
Did you see that playground? It was so spacious.
Yes, it was such an attention grabber. Another thing that I caught my eye was the collaborative learning areas.
Okay, so let's take our last commercial break of the show.
And when we return, we premiere a brand new segment inspired by produce box recipes.
So stay tuned.
Brand new schools are opening all over Baltimore City, from east to west. Students are finally getting the school buildings they deserve. On City Schools TV on YouTube, check out all the latest grand openings, construction site visits, and behind-the-scene tours. With cutting-edge schools, students embrace learning, have room to grow, and get access to new opportunities. So, hop on City Schools TV, make sure you subscribe, click on the 21st Century School Building playlist, and learn more about the future of our students.
Welcome back to Building That Generation.
For our final brand new segment, we're sharing recipes using ingredients found in produce boxes from our meal sites.
Today, we'll be seeing how to make pepper pizza.
That sounds good. I'm always looking to try something new.
Definitely. Let's get straight to the video.
Hi, I'm Chef Len King. I'm corporate chef from McCormick & Company. I'm also on the board at Friends of the Great Kids Farm. Today we're actually focusing on green bell peppers. Now, I happen to love peppers. They have some great nutritional value. At the farm, the pepper goes through a transition. So they actually start as a green bell pepper, and then as they ripen, you'll see they turn yellow, then orange, and then red. Red has actually got the most nutritional value. As the pepper ripens, it actually takes on more minerals. We're going to feature a recipe using the green bell pepper. It's a fun recipe. It's an easy recipe. I think it's a recipe that kids and adults will love. It's based on pizza. So who doesn't love pizza, right? It's one of the favorite items in our lunch school cafeterias. Today we're going to make a healthier version of a pizza. And what we're going to do is take the green bell pepper and use that as our foundation for the pizza. So our pizza recipe today is going to be super quick and easy. I think adults and kids as well will love this dish. So what we're going to do is take our bell pepper, we're going to cut off the ends. Now you can save these and use these for soup or a salad or a stock. We're going to go ahead and trim our bell pepper. So we're going to take out this little seed portion here. And then we're just going to cut our pepper. So you can see where the ribs are. We're just going to cut it right on the ribs here. So we've got 6 sections of the green bell pepper. We're going to take out the rib section here and make it nice and flat. So the idea is that we're making a nice flat surface for our pizza, and this is going to be a healthy pizza. So I think kids are really going to love this. Adults as well, I think. So we're just going to go ahead, and we've got our bell peppers right here, all trimmed and nice and flat and even. And at this point, we can put our sauce on. So imagine that this is your crust for your pizza. At this point, we have 2 sauces today. Certainly, you could also use an Alfredo. We've got a prepared tomato sauce. We also have a pesto, which will show you the way to make that in the recipe here in a minute. So we're gonna make 3 of each. Take, I would say, about a teaspoon of the sauce and just put it on there, just like you're making a regular pizza. And then we'll do one with the basil pesto. So at this point, we're gonna go ahead and put our mozzarella cheese. So we've got some fresh mozzarella here. It's very high in vitamin D. And then we've got our tomatoes. Now these are little cherry tomatoes, but you know, you can certainly use Romas and dice those up, or a round tomato. So what we're gonna do here is just slice these in half. We can fit about 2 on each pizza here. So we'll do 2 of the cherry tomatoes on each one. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna top this off with a little bit of seasoning. So we're gonna use some of our McCormick seasoning. Today I've got our Italian seasoning. So this is our McCormick Italian blend seasoning. This has got marjoram, it's got rosemary, it's got basil, it's got thyme. So just a delicious blend of Mediterranean spices and herbs. So we're just gonna go ahead and you can take like a little baking sheet, and we're just gonna go ahead and put our little bell pepper pizzas on our baking sheet. We've got our oven set to 350 degrees. And these are gonna bake for about 10 to 12 minutes. You just kind of want to keep your eyes on them. The pepper should just be nice and soft and roasted. So we'll go ahead and pop these in the oven. At this point, our cheese is melted. It's nice golden brown. Our tomatoes are soft. Our peppers have softened, so this looks really nice. We're going to go ahead and plate this up. So we'll go ahead and get our plate. And that makes for a nice snack or a nice side dish, but really tasty and delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. So good, so fresh. It's so delicious. Don't forget to pick up your produce boxes and have fun. Release your inner chef. Bye-bye.
I can't wait to make this for my family and I. I just need to stop by the school and get a produce box.
Tell me how it turns out. I'm hungry. Well, unfortunately, that brings us to the end of this episode of Building a Generation.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out BaltimoreCitySchools.org and our social media platforms for the latest info.
This has been Samson Oluwaseyi
And Ziar'a Gill for City Schools TV. Remember, stay safe.
And see you next time.
Bye.